you know, if I ask you to take this scalpel and you know, slice this, you know, it's just play, we're just playing, you know, we're just, you know, you understand it. So, but it was I mean, how do you do that? And that's, I think she was very smart in saving all of that to the end, so that, you know, we had months of trust building.
I have a question, basically for you, Denise, and for Dale. To me, one of the things that, when you watch the movie, almost immediately as you start to watch it, whether it's, you know, the great acting or if it was great casting, you really believe this is a family. I mean, you really sell it early on in the film. Did they have you screen test together, you know, as a couple, or did they?
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there were four. I mean, there were like a couple of us screen testing. Do you remember?
I just remember me.
I just remember me. I remember. Yeah. They did, and that was, you know, that was the key first screen tests. But it was me and you, and then it was Rebecca De Mornay. Remember?
She was up for it?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I got the part, and then I don't know who the other guy, there was another dad. Oh yeah, it was George Clooney, that's right. No, anyway, it was some other guy. So anyway, they
So I think, to me, I mean, that's what makes the film so scary, is that you really believe this is a family. I mean, you know, you guys, you really feel for you when all these things start happening, you know, one at a time, you know, the cat, and then MIKO, and then you. I mean, it's just, I thought the acting of that really made the horror more intense, you know, as a, you know, to the viewer. So.
Well, like any family, you know, we had to work at it. No, really, you know, there's always problems and fractures, and then there's healing and love, you know how it is. It all works out in the end. We all end up in the cemetery.
It's all for the children. It's all for the children.
Okay, right here.
This question's for Denise again. Just like everybody else in this crowd, I'm a huge fan of the first movie. Not so much the second one, but that doesn't matter right now. At the end of the movie, spoiler alert by the way, you come back, you kill Dale, the movie ends, then obviously the second movie comes.
No.
Well, you think she kills him. Then the second movie comes out. There's no reference to what happened. What do you think happened after the movie ended, since you're pretty much a zombie roaming around and nobody has any idea?
I'm going to be really honest with you. I've never seen the second movie.
No.
So, sorry. Okay, so I have no idea what even that means. For me, okay, if I were to imagine the ending, I mean, the ending to me, you know, I actually don't think I killed Dale. No, I wouldn't have. The way I played it and the way I always thought of it was just, he was so fucking out of his mind by the end. And I was dead, and that was okay with him. Call me crazy. But I think it was okay, you know? We lived happily ever after.
In the back corner.
MIKO, your death scene in the movie, not the first one with the truck, always stumbling in the death scene.
Re-death.
So realistic, actually. I don't know if you remember, but at such a young age, how, you know, were you into doing that, or if any of the other cast members remember?
It was dark in that hallway, and I guess I really fell and hit my head. That's what the story I hear. I don't remember because I hit my head, but...
All I know is I felt really bad the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I just went, I can't do this.
We kept saying, what are we doing to this child?
I really did.
What are we
Felt
doing
awful.
to this child?
Felt awful, you know. Then I went, you know what, fuck it. Need to get out of Maine.
Because this movie deals, this film deals with so many heavy topics. If any of you had actually previously, either before you accepted the role or after you received the role, had you actually read the book?
I did.
Absolutely.
Hey, of course we all did. What?
Of course, man. The book is everything, you know. The book is...
It's required reading, actually. So, yeah, we read it.
You know, it's funny because Julian Sands has been a guest here, and I was working on I was working on a movie with Julian when I got the part of Pet Sematary. So I was reading the book in Nashville, Tennessee, on location with Julian. And so it's kind of this wonderful sort of circuitous, you know, getting together right now. But I remember reading, I couldn't get through it, I scared the shit out of me. I was staying in a Nashville hotel, an old hotel, and reading it, and trying to read it just to prepare. And I remember the door just go, like the closet creaking, and I just threw the book down, and I said, oh, no, that's it. Yeah.
You know, I hadn't read the book. It was very popular, but I hadn't read the book before being cast. But after being cast, I read it and several of his other books, because I hadn't read any of Stephen King's novels. And then on the set, I kept a copy of the book with me on the set all the time, because there were these tiny little things that he had written so efficiently and eloquently about the character of Victor Pascal that I just wanted to use them, which is a nice way of saying I stole them. But they're just little glances. For example, one that I remember in particular, when I'm in the Pet Sematary with Dale, and I'm warning him not to go on. In the book, he says that Pascal, you know, that Dale falls down and is crying or something like that, and that Pascal looks down at him with this great compassion and then disappears. And but the shot, because of the way the shot was done, Mary Lambert needed me to look up as I was rising up out of the frame to help punctuate the fact that I was floating away, you know. But I still managed to get in this what I thought was a compassionate glance down to him before then turning my eyes skyward and floating up. And I did this with a lot of scenes. I would always, before we shot, reread that section of the book and make little notes about what I really wanted to include, you know. And they're just little tiny things, but I think they added to the richness of the character. Because without them, it would have been, you know, just me flouncing about, and that would have been pretty dull.
The other thing about the book, talking about the book, is it's a very rare occasion where an author of the book writes the screenplay. I can't actually recall many times that's happened. I only know of one other that I can name off the top of my head, and that's The Godfather, only because Mario Puzo is one of the writers on the screenplay with Coppola. But Stephen King actually wrote the book and then wrote the screenplay, and that is unheard of in Hollywood filmmaking. Unheard of. The writers of the novels that screenplays are adapted from are never included or asked to, or nor do they often, are they even interested in. It's a real disconnect. So this was an exceptional opportunity and a gift to be able to, you know, and the screenplay is so close to the novel. It's so close. I think maybe, I might be wrong, but maybe The Road, Cormac McCarthy, may have had something to do with the screenplay. I'm